Well, ahead of Super Bowl 60 descending upon their hometown, we are joined by one of the NFL's most influential couples, that of course being Kristin and Kyle Juszczyk. Guys, great to have you here. So Kyle, I want to talk to you first about you guys coming on to talk about an important change you guys want to see done at the beginning of NFL games. What is that?
Yes, yes. So we are partnered with Flipz today, and we're here to talk about changing the coin toss to the coin flip,
Yes.
which to me just makes perfect sense because it's not a legal, well, I don't want to say toss or flip, but it doesn't count unless it flips.
Yes.
So we feel like it should be called a coin flip.
I love this. And Kristin, is this coin flip have to do with Flipz, the partnership you guys are doing with the pretzel snack brand?
Yes, it has everything to do with them. They actually brought this to our attention. And, when we read the script for our commercial, we were like, wait a second. They're onto something here. This makes
No,
so
this
much
is real.
sense. Yeah. We didn't even realize the coin has to flip multiple times for it to count and for it to be a legal coin toss.
Yeah.
But so we're partnering with Flips to try to get
Yeah.
everyone to sign a petition to change it to a coin flips. And then also their amazing chocolate covered
Also, we
pretzels.
just
They're
love the
amazing.
chocolate covered pretzels. And one of our go-to snacks post game, and we always take them to the movie theaters. Like that, so this was an easy partnership for us.
Yeah.
So you guys sound pretty confident that this is going to change the coin toss, coin flip.
I'm
We're gonna see what we
hoping
can do.
we got a petition on the Flips website. I know with the Super Bowl in our backyard here, I'm going to be seeing a lot of league officials, and I'm going to have something to say about it. No question.
Well, let's talk a little bit about football here for a quick moment. I mean, obviously, Kyle, your team's not there in the Super Bowl. I'm sure it's really hard with the game being in San Francisco. But look, you guys were a 12-win team this year, despite the fact that you got the 6th seed in the playoffs. I mean, it just shows how hard it is to make the playoffs in the NFL. What do you sort of think about the seeding system in the NFL that a 12-win team is a 6th seed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like I used to think about this differently. Like just growing up as a kid, I was always such a fan of the underdog. So like I remember, I think it was like the Carolina Panthers. They made the playoffs at like 7-9. Maybe it was the Seahawks actually. Whoever it was, they made the playoffs as like 7-9, and they won a playoff game. And I'm like, dang, that's so cool. Like you could still make it like at that. But now that I'm on the reverse side of that, and I think it was Carolina again, was an 8-win team, and they had a better seed than us, and we won 12 games. I hate it. Doesn't make sense to me anymore.
Yeah, Kristin, what do you think about this also? And then also, I just wanted to follow up with, you had this really sweet post that you posted on Instagram after Kyle's last game. How do you sort of
Yeah.
feel like you and a lot of the other wives and girlfriends have sort of been, integrated into the 49ers community here?
Yeah, I mean, we've been so fortunate. Kyle's been on the team for 9 years. And I mean, I see all the hard work that he puts in every day, in and out, not even just during football season, but in the off season. We're surrounded by everyone involved in the 49ers 24/7. So even though, of course, I'm not on the field, I feel equally as a part of the team as he does. So, I mean, it's always such an honor to see him go out there and play with his best friends and his teammates. And we know everybody who is a family member of an NFL player obviously feels biased and feels like that team deserves it because they see how much hard work they put in. But I mean, it's really hard to see everyone that you love put so much hard work and energy into something and to come up short. It definitely can be heartbreaking, but we're always trying to be positive and always trying to look onward and hopefully can finish the job next year.
Brighter days ahead.
Are you guys rooting for anybody in the Super Bowl? Are you rooting for players? I mean, I know obviously Seattle being in there is a little hard, Kyle, but are you guys
Right,
rooting
yeah.
for anybody here?
Listen, there's no secret that we are not fans of the Seattle Seahawks here, but we do love Clint Kubiak. We love
Yep.
Sam Darnold and
We
Eric
love Sam
Sauber.
Darnold.
They're all
Yes.
former Niners.
Yes.
So we're rooting for them. But yeah, I mean, it's not ideal that the Super Bowl is hosted in your stadium and you're not playing in it. So
It's a hard watch.
yeah, it's a hard watch. But we've got a few dogs in the race that we'll be rooting for.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm assuming you guys are going to the game, right?
Actually,
No,
probably
No.
not.
no, we don't normally go unless he's playing.
Right.
Yeah.
Just mainly because it's just too emotional, I
You
think,
got
for
Flipz at home to
former
eat.
players.
Listen,
Yeah.
there's chocolate covered
Pretzels
pretzels that need to be
on a
eaten.
hard couch.
Okay.
So much more enjoyable.
Uh,
And
uh,
everyone wants to see those commercials too.
that's actually a really valid point. And as somebody who
Yeah.
goes to the game, I always have to record the game at home so that way I can watch the Super Bowl commercials
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
Although I guess they keep posting it on YouTube earlier and earlier now. I guess it's not
Yeah,
as big
that's
of a
so
deal.
true. I just saw Budweiser's today.
Really?
Yeah, they're like releasing Super
Wow.
Bowl commercials.
Yeah, it's so weird how early they release them now. Kristin,
Yeah.
last time we chatted with you, we were talking about Off-Season, your luxury fanwear brand, and the partnership that you had, not just with the NFL, but also with Fanatics. I mean,
Yeah.
every time we go on and look at it, there's another collab that you got with another team and all these other things that you're working on. How has
Yeah.
the scale and sort of building the business been going lately?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's been amazing. I think when Emma and I, my co-founder, launched this brand, we have such big dreams for the brand, truly. And it was never supposed to just be this brand that just had the NFL. And we started with 5 teams. I mean, we dreamed big with it. We were like, this should go to NBA, this should go to MLB, this W,
Yeah.
Team USA. Like, it's sports. And it shouldn't just be the NFL fans that get to have fashion and sportswear, right? Sports are everywhere, and sports are a 365-day culture. There is a game every day.
Yeah.
You could find a game any day, every day. So it's actually like we're so proud of what we've been able to build year one, but we have so many more dreams and visions ahead.
Well, obviously with the Olympics coming up, I just saw that
Yeah.
you're expanding now into Olympic territory. I'm
Yep.
curious, with one of the most, visual brands that everybody knows what Team USA looks like, what was the
Yep.
sort of creation process like to do something
Yeah.
with that? Because I feel like that would actually be probably one of the most challenging collaborations.
Yeah.
So cool, though.
It's so iconic to be able to take the classic red, white, and blue and to spin it on an off-season spin. So we are so honored that Team USA trusted us with, their logos and their marks and what it means to wear Team USA. So with that, we were just so excited to really dive into the culture. What we think first at off-season is, what does the fan want to wear? Because through and through, I'm a fan. And that's how this whole brand started, with what do I want to wear to an NFL game? So I just started designing, well, if I were to go to Milan, what would I want to wear from me getting onto that plane? What would I want to wear on the plane? What would I want to wear to one of the events? What would I want to wear walking around Milan? And that's like how we kind of dove into the Team USA collab. I mean, was so much fun, and we're so proud of what we were able to do with them.
And Kyle, what's it been like sort of watching this brand grow, so fast over the last little while as well?
Oh my gosh, it's been incredible, and I relate it to football. So many people who aren't involved with it firsthand, they may think that like we just show up on Sundays and we go play the game, but there's so much that goes into it before that. There's so much practice and training time, and it's similar to what she's had to experience with her path in off season. I mean, this started like 5 years ago, really, with her designing her own clothes for the games. And it really wasn't until like a year or two before this that the people really started to acknowledge and see it, and it grew into its own company, and we've seen the fruits of that labor, and it's just been really special for me to see it firsthand and see it behind the scenes, because I know where this started and I know how much time and effort she's put into it, and it's just so great to see the outside world start to recognize that.
Kristin, are you thinking of maybe expanding into the college area? Do you want to sort of partner with a college athlete or a college team
Yeah.
next?
You're the second person to ask me that today.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely on the vision board. I think that we really want to hone in on what we're doing here. I think, we started with the NFL, and I hate that people think that I personally don't like teams. That's why I don't launch with them, and that is so not the case whatsoever. So my goal is to really be able to hit all 32 teams with the NFL and then grow from there. But college, NCAA, to be able to do something with all these big schools would be amazing. But we gotta, as much as it seems like we're running, we gotta walk before we run a little bit.
Yeah, Kristin, do you think the future of sports merchandise is more creator-led rather than corporate-led?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I think that it's so individual, and I think what's so amazing about sports is, there's so much culture behind it, and every different team has a different culture. Every league has a different culture. So
Traditions.
different tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much that is involved in it, and there's so much pride when you wear what that team is, or 49ers or Team USA. It comes with a sense of pride. So, yeah, it's very individualized.
Kristin, is there somebody specifically you would love to see in a jacket? I mean, obviously maybe like a
Oh,
Taylor Swift, but is there somebody on that vision board you thought, they'll look amazing in this?
Oh my gosh, I have so many people on my vision board that I'd like to see in a jacket, but I think like coming up with the Super Bowl, I mean, it would be so amazing to see Bad Bunny in
Oh
something.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Well, we'll get you guys out of here on this. Kyle, you guys obviously faced a lot of injuries this year with the Niners. There were some conspiracies out there about the electrical substation that's near your practice facility maybe played a role in all this. What do you think of that? And have you and your teammates talked about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been a talking point for
years.
years.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that it's just so hard to say because the science is not clear behind
Mhm.
it, and like I'm very much just like a science-driven person, and like I want to see the numbers and the statistics, and like I mean, is it a coincidence that that we've led the NFL in injuries for the last like decade? I don't know. It very well could be because a lot of injuries simply come down to bad luck, bad timing, you're in a bad position.
Yeah.
But there's a lot that goes into it, and if that may be some of it, I don't know. I am very curious. I really am. Like
I
I
think
want to
every
see what someone who truly understands that field, what they have to say about it, and just be curious to know.
Yeah, I think
Same.
it's a big question mark for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. No, same. And
Yeah.
I saw John Lynch, the general manager, was like, okay, we'll take a look at it and see what it is. Because I'm with you, Kyle.
Yeah.
Like, it might be a freak situation that you guys just got really unlucky, but that would be so
Yeah.
bananas if it was because of that was next to the practice
Yeah.
facility.
Yeah, and as professional athletes, like we're looking for every little tiny advantage, that
Mhm.
little extra 0.5%,
Hmm.
and even if maybe that's just hurting us,
Half a
a
percent.
quarter of a percent,
It makes a
whatever it
difference.
is, like that's something that we want to know and we want to account for. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I'm very curious to see what they find out this offseason.
Yeah, and if you guys have to
We need
move
a
practice
Harvard study to
facilities.
go in there.
Yes, I was going to say, use that
Yeah,
Harvard
I know
education
some
on this,
people.
Kyle. Kristin and Kyle Juszczyk, great to have you guys here. Thank you guys so very much for joining us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks
thank
for having
you.
us.
And stay with Front Office Sports for more on the business and culture of sports.